Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's Market Outlook. Let's break down the biggest stories driving the markets. What happened last week? Starting with inflation, Canada's annual rate dropped to 1.7% in July, down from 1.9% in June. That's fueling talk of another rate cut. In New Zealand, the RBNZ cut its official cash rate by a quarter point to 3%, citing easing inflation pressures, a slow recovery, and uncertainty from the US tariffs. The UK saw inflation climb to an 18-month high at 3.8%, mostly thanks to record airfares. That probably takes another Bank of England rate cut off the table for now. On the bright side, consumer confidence in the UK ticked up a bit in August, helped by the BOE's earlier cut to 4%. Over in Sweden, the central bank held rates at 2% but hinted another cut could come this year, even as inflation hit 3% in July. Indonesia's central bank cut rates again, bringing them down 5% to try and boost growth. The Fed's July minutes revealed some internal tension. Most officials want to hold rates steady, but opinions are split. Some fear rising inflation, while others worry more about the job market. And here's a political twist. President Trump is reportedly considering firing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook if she doesn't resign, following accusations tied to mortgage fraud. In the housing market, US existing home sales unexpectedly rose 2% in July, hitting an annualized pace of just over 4 million. With prices easing, analysts think momentum could build going into the fall. But there are signs of caution too. More companies are planning to slow hiring, and jobless claims climbed to 235,000 in mid-August. In Mexico, minutes from the latest central bank meeting show a shift toward a more data-driven approach to future rate cuts. Japan's inflation stayed hot, 3.1% in July, well above the BOJ's 2% target. At the time, exports slid 2.6% year-over-year, marking a third straight monthly decline. In Europe, PMI data showed business activity holding up despite tariff headwinds. Germany improved slightly, France is still soft but stabilizing, and the UK hit a one-year high. Globally, activity is strong. India posted its fastest growth in 2 decades, and Australia and Japan also saw better numbers. Meanwhile, in the US, August business activity hit its strongest level of the year, with manufacturing at a 39-month high. And now let's check the market movers for the past week. And now let's check out what to watch this week. On Monday, we'll get Germany's IFO business climate data. Tuesday brings the RBA meeting minutes and the US durable goods orders. On Wednesday, watch for German consumer confidence and earnings from Salesforce and Nvidia. On Thursday, all eyes will be on the US GDP numbers, plus results from Best Buy, Dell, and Dollar General. And Friday is packed. Inflation data from France, Italy, Germany, Canadian GDP, and US personal income and spending numbers. There's plenty to keep the markets moving, so stay tuned. And we'll be back next week with the highlights and insights you need.